Hey everybody, I just want to welcome you to the kickoff of week 3. It's really hard to believe that we're in week 3 already. Maybe it feels like it's gone really fast, maybe it feels like it's gone really slow, but you guys are doing a great job. I've tried to give you and start giving you this week some audio feedback. I think the audio feedback helps you hear my voice. Hopefully it helps me seem more like a coach and trying to help you understand the concepts and the knowledge areas. Sometimes email can be really impersonal. Sometimes just posting can be impersonal. And so I want to just make a better connection with you and help you as you work through this template process. And if you ever have any additional questions, please feel free to call me, reach out to me, text me. Sometimes I get a little busy and it's a little bit hard sometimes to set a time, but I'm really good at impromptu. If you just want to give me a call, text me, I'll call you right back. And we can chat for a few minutes if you get stuck on anything. Now, in week 1, you were working on project initiation. And in week 2, you started realizing that project initiation, that proposal that you gave to the sponsor, and you had analyzed the stakeholders involved, that you now won that project. And so you went back to your office and began the work of creating a plan, a statement of work. It includes a timeline, some major milestones, a scope of work, but really importantly, it also includes deliverables. If I don't overemphasize this, I want to overemphasize it right now. Deliverables, deliverables, deliverables. So I hope you heard me. Deliverables. When you get done with the statement of work, and when you move through and begin to plan and then execute this project, and you complete it and you begin to close it, you will have come in on time, on budget, and with a high quality project. And the one thing that is forgotten the most is the deliverables. You want to be able to sit down in a formal closing session and deliver to them exactly what you said you would. That's why in your scope of work, you're defining what that is. And I can't overemphasize that enough. You want to end up with a deliverable that you show that you have given to them, it's completed, it's successful, and you're closing and ending the project. They feel then that they have gotten exactly what you set out to give them. So I can't overemphasize that enough. I just want to go through week 3 as you get started. You're going to start taking your scope of work now, and you're going to start breaking it down into work packages and summary tasks, and you're going to start then eventually assigning a schedule to it. So you want to make sure that you really build on this scope of work and start to break that down into these work packages and all of these steps or these summary tasks, the pieces that are vital from A to Z in order to complete this project. Watch the video. I go in depth, in detail in each of these templates. The videos are long, but it's meant to be thorough so that you understand the knowledge area and the phase. We're also going to start getting into ethics in Forum 3.2. Ethics is really critical. I want you to ask yourself what drives you when you're working on projects or ongoing tasks. Is it your faith? Is it your Christian faith? Is it another faith? Is it your core values? What drives you to have integrity, not only in your organization, but in these projects that you're working on? What if we fail to come in on time? What if we fail to adequately fill out the costs, and therefore as we're gathering it and we're completed, we're over budget? Maybe we have a contractor that has unethical behavior during that. Do we have to let them go? Do we keep them? What was the violation? We're going to start talking about ethics and project management, and I'd like to know what drives you. What core principles or your faith, your Christian faith, I want to be inclusive of all across the globe and in all religions. But we are a Christian university, so we talk about faith a lot. I want to know what drives you to keep integrity in these programs. So go through your quizzes, make sure you've got your cultural paper that you're turning in this session. Cultural paper is APA formatted. I need citations and support in every paragraph. A lot of references at the end. It's 1,200 to 1,500 words. You'll have a project later that's a little bit more informal, a little bit more business feel, and that'll be your role reflection. You'll be able to do that in business writing. So go ahead and get started on that. Make sure you get it turned in. If you have any questions, let me know. But really think about, across borders and cultures, what type of a project manager do you need to be? What type of a manager or a leader do you need to be? How can you operate on a project across cultures effectively? I work on the border of Mexico, and we have an American board and we have a Mexican board, and we have many different organizations trying to collaborate together. We have different languages that we're dealing with that are barriers. We have different cultures. We're a low context culture, and so we want a lot of details in our projects. The Mexican nationals are a very high context culture. I feel like I get zero details. But that's how the culture is. I don't get it, but I'm missing out on the body language. I don't understand the nuances, these subtleties that mean something, not just the words, but the actions. What do you have in terms of culture barriers when you have a team that's working maybe across time zones or across countries, and you feel like those counterparts are not contributing to the project? But are they not contributing, or are they from a different culture that maybe they're respecting everybody? They don't want to interrupt anyone. Maybe they're introverted or extroverted and they're processing. It might not be that they're not contributing, but they behave differently and they think differently. And as leaders, how can you be aware? How can you change your own mind to be aware of the team that you have around you and the needs of what they have as a team individually, to be able to recognize them and praise them, as well as coach them and guide them? So I look forward to an amazing week 3, and we'll talk to you soon.